Hey, today I wanted to just give a quick review of the Sokani Tiny UHF wireless microphone system for your camera or for a mobile device or a tablet or even a recorder. It's pretty small, it's pretty much plug and play, and I think it's a pretty good buy. So let's take a look at the unit itself. There are actually two little units, which I'll show here. This is the transmitter. I'll put it a little bit closer. Hopefully it gets into focus. This is the transmitter, and you can see that because on the digital display, this is the receiver. On the digital display, it says RX on there, and this is the transmitter. And again, on the digital display, it says TX for transmitter. On the front of the unit, on both of these, you'll see the frequency at the bottom. And on the other side, at the bottom of the display, you'll see the decibel level, and I'll talk about that in a second. And there is a battery indicator on both of these. Okay. And there is a transmitter indicator to tell you whether or not you have audible sound coming through. Right now I'm using this with the Lav microphone that comes with the unit. Now both of these units, get it in focus here, both of these units are rechargeable units, so you don't have to fiddle with batteries. They have a USB charging port, and I'll show you that to you. They have a USB charging port on units, and they do come with two USB charging cables in the package. They look very similar. There's only minor differences. The minor difference, again, is the indicator on the front panel that says either RX for receiver or TX for transmitter. The other thing that will tell you whether or not it's the receiver or transmitter, if we look at the transmitter, if I can get that in focus, okay, on top of it, the transmitter actually has a built-in microphone, so you do not have to use the Lav microphone if you don't want to, and as well as a plug-in for the Lav microphone. And this is a little 3.5 millimeter plug. On the receiver, okay, you have the cord that attaches to your camera, and you also have a headphone jack if you want to listen to the sound coming through the system, if you want to. Okay. Now what I've done, this is an extra long cable that I had. It does come with its own shortened cable. It actually comes with two different types of cable. But anyway, I put this long one on, and there's no difference in sound. I did check that out. I put that on so I could take it off the camera and show it to you. But usually on the back of the receiver here, there's a clip that will actually go into the hot shoe mount of your camera. And there's an additional cold shoe mount that does come with the kit. So you can hook this on top of your camera if you want to. In addition, the transmitter has a belt clip, so you can hook it to your belt. Okay? Both of them do have, let's see, standard on-off switch to turn both of these on or off. And this also functions as a mute switch. So if you want to mute the microphones, you can certainly mute the microphones. On the bottom of the two units, you have identical buttons, 3 different buttons. One has a gear icon on both of these. Okay? When you press the gear icon and then either the plus or the minus, it will change UHF frequencies. And there are 36 different UHF frequencies that you can use. If you're getting background noise or static on one frequency, you can certainly change that. If you simply hit the plus or minus sign without hitting the gear sign, what that does, let me see if I get it into focus here. Down here on one of the two sides here, there is a decibel level for the sound that's being transmitted from the transmitter to the receiver on the camera. I have both of these set at 12. And in my camera, I don't have an actual decibel level to set. What I have is a linear scale, and I have it set at about 60%. And for me, looking at the audible, levels, the audio levels coming through, I'm getting about 12 decibels or something close to that. So I think this is a really nice unit. Now, a couple other things. If you look at the different components that come with this kit, it comes with both a TRS and a TRRS cord. The TRRS is for your mobile phone. TRS is for the for something like a camera, and it comes with a lav microphone as well as two USB charging cords, two USB-C charging cords, as well as a hot shoe or a cold shoe mount that you can put on top of your camera or hook up to a tripod or something else. And it does have a 1/4-inch screw at the bottom of that cold shoe mount. It comes in a nice little carrying case. Everything fits in there. It's a very mobile unit for you to stick on top of your camera. Now, one thing I do want to say is this does have, as I showed you here on the transmitter, this has a corded jack for the lav, and it also has a built-in microphone. So let's go ahead and hear what it sounds like as far as the built-in microphone. So I can hook this up to my shirt. If I don't want to use the lav, I mean, it's a little bit bulky, but you know, it's very similar in size to something like the Rode Go system, which is $200 plus a lav mic is $80. The Rode lav mic, so you're talking about $280 versus this, which is listed at $99, right? And so you have both the option, at least on this system, to either go with a lav mic, which I've taken off. Well, I didn't take it off my shirt. I unplugged it, right? And the internal mic on the system here. Again, this is a wireless unit. It works very well. Let me look at a couple of extra notes in case I missed anything. No, I think that's about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera back. Now, right now, if I extend my hand out, I'm near the actual lens, okay? So whatever my arm reach is, and I'm going to move it back to about 12 feet away, okay? Which is 4 yards away. For people who use the metric, I guess that's somewhere around 3.5 meters or something like that. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a listen to the system from 12 feet away. Okay, I've moved the camera back to about 12 feet away, and I put the lav back in, the lav cord. And I also changed out the extra long cord that I had on the receiver going to the camera when I was showing the receiver. I switched back to the cord that comes with the unit, right? Just so you could hear the difference. So now my room here has a lot of, and I zoomed in the camera, right? But my room here has a lot of tile. I do have a rug underneath the floor and this picture up here. But overall, that's all I pretty much have in the room. So there is quite a bit of echo here. So, but you don't really pick that up with the lav microphone, and it works pretty well. For frame of reference, I tell you what, let's go ahead and listen to the in-camera microphone. And so this is the in-camera microphone, right? So you can certainly hear quite a bit of echo. I also have I'm not going to put it on the camera, but I do have a small camera-mounted shotgun mic, vlogging mic that you can put on the camera. And when I've used that in this room, you still get a lot of bounce back and echo into that shotgun mic, but you do not have that when you use the lav microphone. Let's go ahead and switch back. So that was just a frame of reference so you can understand the difference between the sound you're getting from the lav microphone versus the in-camera microphone, right? I mean, it's a world of difference. And this unit lists for $100, and I think you're getting at least 100% better sound than what you're getting from the in-camera microphone. Now, what I'll quickly do, just so you can see, is I'll take the cord and we'll use the on-unit microphone. So I've taken the lav out, and you can't see it from way over there, but there's a microphone here. So again, clipping this to my shirt, you're getting very similar audio. I think the lav gives a little bit better sound versus the on-unit microphone. But overall, I think the sound in here, whether you're talking from about 2.5, my camera was sitting at about right here, a little bit more on arm's length, and now it's at 12 feet away. I think the overall sound is pretty good. I tell you what, let's go ahead and see how it works outside, and then I'll come back and we'll summarize the entire thing. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to try to do a outside test. I'm going to go back. Each one of these panels for the fence is around 6 feet, so we'll ultimately go about 120 feet down here. I do have air conditioner on this side, in these townhouses, but let's see. I'll walk back and I'll also talk to the mic as I'm walking back to see how it works. So, okay. So now I'm going back slowly, passing an air conditioner that's running. I'm down here in sunny Florida, and it's almost Thanksgiving, and it is about 76 degrees out, so that's pretty nice. Now, around here, right here, I am actually about 60 feet from the camera. Okay, so that's about 10 yards, right? 3 times, yeah, okay. And so I'm going to go back even further, and we'll see how it works. Hopefully you're getting some sound through the wireless microphone, the Sokani tiny wireless microphone. Okay, I'm going to go back about another 10 or so panels, about another 60 feet, and we'll see. So I'm walking backwards now. I have the Sokani in my pocket. I can't pull it out here, but I have it in my pocket, and I'm walking backwards. I'm not sure whether or not it's coming through when I'm walking backwards, but about right here, next to this tree, or a little bit behind this tree, I'm now 120 feet away from the camera. I don't know if the microphone is working. We'll find out when I go inside. I just wanted to show a distance. Of course, I doubt you're going to be viewing something from this far away with the camera and talking. So I'll walk back. I'm not sure how it was when I was walking away, but I'll continue to walk forward. and I'll tell you when I'm about 60 feet away. So I'm coming up, again, I'm 60 feet away from the camera now. So that is 10 yards, and continue to move forwards. Oh, so I'm moving forwards. Actually, that was 20 yards. Okay, so I messed up the math a little bit, but we'll figure it out. So anyway, that's from the outside. The footage, or the feet that I walked, was correct because I measured the panels with a tape measure. The yardage I mentioned was not correct. So 60 feet is 20 yards, right? And then 120 feet is 40 yards. Yeah, 4 times, yeah. So 120 yards away at the farthest point, and I was talking on the microphone. So let's go in and check this out and see how the footage sound. Okay, bye-bye. Well, math issues aside, that's my review of the Sokani Tiny UHF wireless microphone unit. I'm pretty pleased with it. Listening, looking at the footage and reviewing the outside footage, as I was walking away from the camera, there were a couple of sound glitches, especially after about 60 feet or 20 yards, right, which is about 18 meters. Some of the glitches may have been due to the air conditioners, which were several different air conditioners were running, and it may have caused a little bit of interference. But when I turned around at both 60 and 120 feet, the sound was pretty good. A few glitches, but overall not bad for that far of a distance. And I really don't know who's going to be that far away from the camera. So what do I think about the Sokani Tiny? I think it does a pretty fair job compared to simply having no microphone on a camera, right? Or even having a shotgun microphone if you're going to have the camera more than a few feet away from you. The shotgun microphone will pick up a lot of background noise, a lot of echo, and a shotgun mic is usually only used within a couple of feet from the individual. In fact, I have a little shotgun mic that I can put on top of my camera, and it sounds good when I hold it out here from me, but with the camera a little further out, I do get some echo, I do get background noise, whereas with the lav microphone, it comes in much better. Is it perfect? No, there's a little bit of hiss that comes through in the voice, whether you're inside or outside, but it does cut down on the background echo. Again, in this room, I have mostly tile. I do have a carpet underneath, but just with one picture. So there is quite a bit of echo, and the Sokani pretty much knocks that out. Now, is it better or equal to more expensive systems like a Sennheiser or even the Rode Go? I'm not sure it matches them, but it does a pretty good job. You have to remember, this unit, the Sokani, is only $100. If you compare that to the Rode Go without the microphone is $200, right? If you're going to add the Rode Go microphone or Lavalier, that's another $80. So it's $280 for the Rode Go system. That's almost 3 times the cost. Is the sound on the Rode Go 3 times better than this? Certainly not even close. I think this does a pretty admirable job. So if you're starting out and you want a very simple unit, right, one that will, it's very small, fits in its own package, comes with all the cables, it has internal rechargeable batteries through USB-C, so you're not fiddling with batteries, and it works well up to a distance of, I would say, 40 to 50 feet away from the camera. I don't know anyone who's going to have to be that far away. Then it does a pretty good job, right? If you're doing vlogs where you have to turn the camera away to show something, right, you're not losing what would be for like a shotgun microphone. You're not losing that sound. And certainly for in-camera microphone without any external microphone. This is 1,000% better. So I highly recommend this little unit. It's very quick. It's very plug and play. It recharges fast, and it has about a hour to 2 hour charge on it. And from what I've seen on other reviews, you can charge it with one of those battery packs that you can buy for about $35. It works both on cameras as well as mobile devices like telephones. Now, if you do have a mobile phone, if you do have an Apple, as you would expect from Apple, you have to buy an additional dongle, Apple-specific dongle, to use on those phones. But overall, I recommend this system. I think it works well. I think you'll be pleased with it. So go buy it. Okay, thank you very much.